Okay, let me share my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one you need to start. Did you get time to finish the
No,
topics
sir,
which we
no,
covered
no,
in the
no, because
last?
Friday was a very hectic for me. I had a tour
Uh,
plan which I have cancelled because
okay.
right now I was supposed to be in Delhi, but I'm still in
Mm,
Calcutta because I had to make a tour plan and at the end I had to cancel it, so I couldn't get the time.
okay. What about Saturday, Sunday?
But
Saturday, Sunday also. Mhm.
Saturday, Sunday is a big, I mean, these are most two busiest day in my life, in my week,
Okay, okay.
because I stay arrange all this household work. Anyway, but I have plans to complete all these by today itself because today I'm a bit free.
Okay, okay.
So I'll do it. I'll do it.
Sure, sure. We need to start with this plain procurement process. Till enterprise structure we covered last week. Let's go with the plain procurement. Yeah, it is. It's also. Yeah. So procurement process. So requisition is the first one, but here they are taking the main components and they are explaining what are the main things like purchase order, goods receipt, and invoice. These three are main. So that's why they're starting with the purchase order here as a plain procurement process. So below there is a video which explain about the business procurement process related to purchase order. I will not play. Let me show you the complete picture. It is simple. Uh, yeah. Okay. So if I expand this, if I expand it, won't come here. Yeah. So the color which is highlighted with blue, so that is the one we are referring at the moment. So Fieri app, we have a Fieri app called Manage Purchase Order. So that is
Mm.
app which is available as a Fiori, and the users who are going to use it, who does not want to see the fields or the screen which is similar to R3 or ECC, so they can go with this particular manage purchase order app. Here the look and feel is different compared to normal ME21. We have that option also available. For that one, we have to use create purchase order app. Here, manage purchase order. This app will give user to very less this one fields will be available for them to enter, and they can easily complete the purchase order creation. Okay, that is the this particular app will be used by the end user. Why it is not getting? Okay, I need to close here. So generally, how the purchase order will be created? This will be created without reference. So in if we are creating without reference, we need to enter all the details.
Mm.
We need to enter item category, account item category, material, or the short text, quantity, price, vendor. Those details are important. Those details we have to enter manually if we are doing without reference. With reference means I can use any existing purchase order I can copy, so the data will be
Mm.
copied into the new purchase order. I can use purchase requisition so that whatever data is available. Sometimes if vendor is not available, the other data will be copied. Vendor we need to enter. like that. So quotation, from using quotation also we can create a purchase order and contract. So contract, you may aware, using contract we can create a contract release order. So that is a
Hmm.
also a purchase order. Okay. So while entering the data, if we enter any material which is having a already existing master data, or whatever the vendor we are entering which is already existing master data, means those data related to that will be even added to the purchase order. Okay. Like in vendor master, vendor address, the payment terms, the currency, those details will be picked up from the vendor master. If it's a material master, maybe the unit of measure, text, short text, those details will be copied into the purchase order we're creating. Okay. And we also, once the purchase order is created, we can send to supplier if it's an external. We can send it to plant if it is an STO purchase order. Right. So that's the detail which are given. And same thing has been explained here below. Okay, how the purchase order will be created. So next will be the structure of a purchase order.
Hmm.
So this structure will be like it contains the header as well as item. Yeah. So it contains header and item data. These are important. So below that, once the document all data is entered, we can say item details. Okay. So main part is these two, header and item. So in header, we can see the document type, supplier currency, document number, org data related to purchase group, purchase org, those details we can see. Okay, and currency, exchange rate, those details we can see. And in item level, we can see material, item category, account category, material number, price, quantity, delivery date. Okay, these are the details we can see in the purchase order item data.
Yeah.
Okay. So then item categories in purchasing. What is item category? Item category, it represents the what procurement process we are doing. That is the main functionality of the item categories. Item categories even controls the what fields are available for entry, and it controls whether the goods receipt or invoice receipt is required for the particular process or particular purchase order. That will be controlled by the item category. Okay, so item category we can use in requisition, quotation, contract, scheduling agreement, and purchase order. So these documents we can, yeah,
In purchasing documents.
ah, so these purchasing document we can use item categories.
Mainly, item category defines the type of procurement,
Yeah.
and
Type of procurement is yes.
account assignment category defines the impact of your procurement, financial impact, right?
That controls the which account that particular this will be account. Yeah, the financial related transactions, right? Value related transaction will be counted or used. That will be the account assignment. That's why the name itself suggests account assignment means we are assigning some particular accounts, GL accounts or the consumption account. Okay, for those the particular cost will be incurred. So they will be the responsible for those costs. So in that case, we use account assignment. Okay. Yeah. Item category defines what procurement process we are doing. Okay. So here just they have given the what are the standard item categories which are available. Go to yeah. So if you see this, so standard we have standard means it's a blank. If we are not entering anything means it's a standard procurement. Then limit, consignment, subcontracting. So each item category defining their specific process what we are executing. So then we have this material group and other one is yeah material unknown, right? These two mainly used in contract, not in the purchase order. Okay. So then other
This
most of the
material
things will
group
be
has been added newly.
No, no, earlier also it was there, material group. This is not available in purchase order. It will be available in a contract. M&W item category we can see M&W. It is only available in contract. It was there earlier also.
What is the purpose of this? I mean, can you tell me, I mean, how this item category method group works? Because I know standard, I know limit, and it will
Uh,
be kind of a blanket
yeah,
consignment, subcontract.
these are explained in the below. I will you'll
Okay,
take.
okay, fine.
Yeah, below it is there. And here you can see the item category. What is the impact or the what is the characteristic of item category means see it controls. So based on the item category, it controls whether we need material number or
Hmm.
account assignment category is required.
Hmm.
So in case if you are entering consider limit or the text, so it requires account assignment category because in that case we are not entering material, right? So
Right.
how it controls these things? Material is stocked or consumed. Means if you are ordering a material from a stock or non-stock, so that also will be controlled by the item category. Okay. Yeah. And goods receipt is required, invoice receipt is required. So these main things which are controlled by item category. Okay. These also sometimes they will ask questions. They will give some three, four options. So what are the functionality of item category or what it controls item category? So these options will be available. You can select whatever wherever you can see the correct options. And the other one you can leave it this one so that your answer will be correct. So mostly they will be used this for multiple answer kind of questions. Okay.
Okay.
And sometimes they can also give where all we can see item categories. Item categories we can see mainly in PR, quotation, purchase order, outline agreement. Outline agreement is nothing but it is contains contract and scheduling agreement both. Okay. See, generally mostly used item categories, right? Those would be standard, limit, consignment, subcontracting. Those are explained here. And stock transport order and third party. So these are mostly and mainly used item categories. So each are explained here like that. Whether if I'm entering a standard, it requires to have the GR. You can see GR and IR. It is possible to do the GR and IR if you are entering account and category standard. No, item category standard. Okay. So you can see this category will be used for material that are to be procured externally. Then only we can use. So in that case, we can use account and category also possible. Okay, if you want, we can enter. Otherwise, we no need to enter. That is not mandatory. So in case of limit, you can see it will be used for consumable material procurement or services that will be used. Okay. In this case, if you are entering limit, in this case, GR is not possible. Okay, IR is mandatory. Invoice is mandatory in this case,
Hmm.
but GR is optional or GR
This
is
is a
not
kind of
possible.
a blanket purchase order that
Correct. Yes, yes. Yeah, blanket purchase order. Correct. And if I am using limit, account and category, I can use unknown also. That is also allowed. With the combination of limit, I can enter U as a account as my category. But in case of other, it won't allow. Right? But in the case of limit, it will allow to enter unknown as a account and category. Okay, with this combination. In case of consignment, they are again explaining the what consignment process here. But at the end, you can see in this case, the material number is mandatory. Consignment means we have to use for material procurement only. So that's why it's mandatory. And non-weighted GR is mandatory. So here, when consignment, this one is posted, receipt, it will be non-valuated, right? There won't be any value will be there. There won't be any account document generated, right? Because it's a non-valuated GR. So that is mandatory. Account category and IR are not possible. In this case, in case of consignment item category, if I'm using, I cannot use account assignment and invoice is also not possible because we know that, right? In this case, we use settlement. So that's why invoice is also not allowed in case of consignment. Okay.
Hmm. Right.
Similarly,
Consignment is when you use the stock and then monthly, probably in the month end, you confirm the quantity. Accordingly,
yeah,
you
yeah,
pay
yeah, yeah.
the
According to the uh,
consumption of.
consumption, yeah, how we
Yes,
use the
stock.
material, maybe monthly once or weekly once, or
Right, right.
some customers may use 3 months once. It may depends on how frequently they
Right.
utilize or consume. Yeah, accordingly they can submit it. Okay. So in subcontracting here, you can say as we are in subcontracting, we are giving some material or we are providing some components to the vendor to do the finishing or semi-finished material. In this case, material number is required and account assignment is possible. In that case, that is also possible. And you can see GR is required in this case. Okay. And IR is possible. So entering IR is optional case thing, but GR is required in this case. Okay. So that's how this item category controls that. In stock transport order, so it is used to transfer one plant to other plant, right? The material. It is maybe with company or within a different company code that will be we see, but it explains in general how STO this one item category will be used. In this case, material number is required because we transfer the materials only between plant to plant. Okay, there won't be any services will be done. So GR is mandatory similarly, and IR is optional. Okay, IR is not at all possible. Okay, that is what the STO will do.
Mm.
So
Because
third
it is
party order.
a- accounting between same company.
Yeah,
That's
same
correct.
company code. Yeah, even in the case of different company codes also, the STOs, what they do instead of invoice, what they create is the sending plant will generate a billing this one, right? So that will be accordingly they will do the adjustment between the company codes. So that's why IR is not possible. We cannot do the invoice receipt. Only they enter the billing in the sending plant. Okay, that is possible. So in third party, you can see in this case, in third party order, what supplier will delivering the material directly to the customer. Customer is called as a third party. Okay. So in this case, we are receiving the invoice from the material supplier. Okay. So in this case, account assignment is mandatory and material number is possible and GR and IR are also possible. Okay. So this is how the third party will be controlling the things. So yeah,
Mm.
these item categories, right? You are asking M and W, material group and material unknown. So these
Mm.
are, you can see mainly they will be used in contracts. Okay. This won't be allowed in any other purchasing document except contracts. So
Okay.
item category M means it is a material unknown. So this is recommended to use similar materials of the same price. Okay. Consider maybe notebooks which are similar material. Okay,
Mm.
same price, but maybe they use for different purposes. Then they use this item category M. Okay, you can see this can be material with a different material numbers or material without material master records also we can use. So this item category can be used for quantity and value contracts. This will be allowed in quantity and value contracts. Both the contracts we can use this one. And item category W is recommended for material belonging to the same material group. Uh, Maybe consider there are 10 materials which are comes under the same material group. In
Mm.
case of if you're altering or if you're creating a contract for those material, then I can use item category W material group. So all
Okay.
comes under the same material group. Okay. So but they are having a different prices because even though they belong to same material group, their price is different, right? Because of they are different materials. Okay, like that. So this still in detail we can learn. Okay, this will be again whatever we are learning now, right? The same topics
Mm.
again comes in the purchasing in SAP S4HANA there also,
Okay.
but
Okay.
still
Thanks.
in more detail, yeah, they provided the details in that case. Okay, here again it's giving at a high level. So this is managed purchase order app. Okay,
Hmm.
that's what we have seen initially, right? They are explaining the managed purchase order app will be used. Currently, this managed purchase order app will not allow all the item category. Okay, it allows only standard, consignment, subcontracting, third party, and enhanced limit. Okay, so earlier in ECC, it was called as B, item category B, right? A limit.
Hmm.
Here it
Hmm.
is, they have changed that this one into E, enhanced limit. Instead of B, they changed it to E. And the name is enhanced limit now. Earlier it was only limit. It is called enhanced limit. Yeah. Currently only these five are allowed. Maybe once they release every year or every maybe in case of cloud, public cloud, I think they are using quarterly update of the SAP this one, the upgrade enhancement, what they are
Okay.
doing. In case of on-premise, they are doing yearly ones. So in those
Okay.
cases, they are releasing some new features. In that case, they are going to add other item categories also. It all depends on how SAP they are going to release and they are going to update their system. Okay.
And how the
They,
customer requirement is.
yeah, right. Currently, only these are required. If I want to use other item category, then I can go with the normal create purchase order app. So that is similar to ME21N. Okay, there we can use all the item category, but in managed purchase order app, I can only use these five. Okay, so which is given here, it will be entered. Let me. So this is how the app look like managed purchase order. We have a search options here based on supplier. Now we can copy from other purchase order. So there is a purchase order number also. Okay, purchasing group, plant, material. These options will be there. Company code. So accordingly, we can select and we can copy also to create new purchase order. And we can also use info record or contract as a reference so that all the data will be copied. Okay, that is also available. Okay, so here we can add the document. It may be the contract or purchase order or info record. We can add the document from there. Then you can click on this create button so
Is
that all the
and the
data will be
document
copied.
is the hard copy of the document. I mean, the soft copy of the document or the number
No,
just.
no, soft copy, which is available here in the app.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah, or maybe old POs or contracts, info
Understood.
records. Yeah, those we can search here, and whatever comes in the search, we can select that, we can add. Okay. Then click on create button. It will go into the next screen. So like this, you can see the info record is they are selecting actually. Okay. It's based on the supplier and material. They are getting this info records. Selecting the info record and clicking on create. Okay. Then it copied all the data. Okay. Here. So they have given the info record as the this one filter. Okay. It may give whatever possible documents which are available. So then they are selecting here. Yeah. So accordingly, if they click on add this one, right? So in the demo, they will yeah, show you that also. I will show you. I think that is there below.
I'll read it, sir. I'll read it.
Yeah. But yeah. Now for certification, these things are not important. Maybe practicing the practicing the system or this one is not important. Just steps. Okay, that is they even don't ask what are the steps and all. Okay, that is also not required because that is for end users, right? For
Hmm.
us, we have to know the concepts and how particular apps will be working and what item categories we can use. Those things we need to learn. Okay, mainly. Next one is the messages. As we are learning the purchase order, right? Purchase order, we are sending it for vendor. In those cases, we need to either send hard copy or soft copy of our document, or we need to send as an email.
Oh,
If vendor is using their own software or they're using their own some portal kind of thing, we need to send electronically. That is also possible. So these are different ways in which we can send the purchase documents to the external vendor. Okay, as a print, as other than that, we can also have an option to send schedule lines to the vendor. We can send the reminder. That is also we can send in a form of a message, rejection letter. That will be in case of quotation, right? In case if we getting quotation from one or more vendors, if one is getting selected, the remaining are rejected, we can send a rejection letter also to them to inform whether your quotation is rejected. Okay, then we can also send order acknowledgement to the vendor. Okay, so these messages, I think you might have seen right in the messages,
right.
we have an option to issue immediately whenever we save the document, or
Issue
if you
letter
do not
and
select issue
schedule a
immediately,
background job.
uh, we can schedule background job, or we can go into some transaction and we can from there also we can send it. Okay, that is issue later. So in this case, we can schedule background job, or we can go into some transaction code and we can send it from there. Okay, like that. I think here if we go, they're showing creating a display using the manage purchase order app. Let us see quickly. Here you can also download those PDF document. If in the
I will.
previous step, yeah, that you can save it at your this one laptop, so that you can, it will be kind of a reference in future also. Okay, you can
Hmm.
refer at any time. So this is manage purchase order app. So I'll go faster here.
Yeah.
This is a quick tour, not required. So like that, they're clicking on this create button.
Hmm.
So then they're giving a filter. What document type here? Here add from the
I will see.
document. Okay. Here they will be selecting possible options here. Okay. Which supplier, material. If I'm not selecting create from document, I need to enter all the data manually. Okay.
Manual.
So they're selecting here. You can see they can reference purchase order info record. So below also there are option contract like that. They're selecting info record as an reference document. And clicking on go. So they're selecting info record now. Then add items. So now all the data you can see it is copied everything except the plant. Okay, maybe that info record is created only for purchase group, not for the plant. So they have to enter the plant manually. So other data is copied. You can see quantity, price, everything is copied from there. Short text, currency. So all the data is there. Purchase group, purchase order, everything is copied. Supplier. So just they have to enter plant, quantity. Okay, and they can see the details. If you're clicking on this arrow, they can see the details, item details. And then they click on order, the PO will be created. Okay. These are item details we can see right in the ME21 and screen, same details. Delivery address. Process control
This
means here we can see
process
that
control is new, I think.
no, earlier it was called as a we can see it in a delivery tab, right? Same
Okay, okay, right.
thing which is given in process control tab. Yeah. Here we can see the GR, IR, those details we can see here. Goods and
Mhm.
safety says invoice is selected like this GR based invoice verification, final invoice indicator, delivery complete indicator. Same earlier it was in delivery tab, they given it as a process control tab here. So then if everything is fine, comes back and we can order it. Okay, so now once we order it, you can see that this is PO number which gets created. Now there are yeah, we can also display using same app itself, manage purchase order app only. We can create, change, and display all the three. We can do it using the same app.
Same app. Okay.
Yeah, same app. No need to go to
Same
different
app, same
transaction
tab.
like earlier.
Hmm.
Right. In earlier, if we see ME21 in is to create, 22 is to change, 23 is to display, right? Here only one app, user can do everything. So you just have to enter supplier in the filter, purchase group, go. So you can see this is the PO which you created.
Okay.
Yeah. Once we, if they enable edit button, then they can change it. Otherwise, until unless they can you only use it for display like that. Okay. Yeah. This, they are showing output message. So output management, we can see the this one, whether the what it is a print or email. Those details we can see here in the output management tab. Okay, this is where we can see, we have print preview, right? Similarly, here we have this PDF option. So to see the print preview here of the document. Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Let me close this.